G'day Aussie gamers, welcome to the Aussie Gamers Express video game podcast. The podcast that brings you news, reviews and video game related fun. Get yourself set, it's time to hand you over to your hosts Lucas and Red. Hey Aussie gamers, this is episode 127 and today is Wednesday the 1st of June 2016. I am your host Lucas and also with me being my co-host is Red. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks, man. Are you sure by 127 you don't mean minus 127 degrees? Because fuck, it's been cold lately.
Oh, it has been cold, man.
Oh, mate. I'm constantly sniffing and, clearing out the airwaves, so I'll endeavour to mute every time I go to do it, but Jesus Christ, winter is here!
The snot and the phlegma is running rife in our lives. Now, let's just have a little moment for me. Woe is me. Okay.
Oh.
Not that I ever really talk about, myself too much and how I'm hard done by every day. My only form of transport, as you know, Red, is a motorcycle.
It is too.
Fuck riding a motorcycle in winter is all I can say. That's fucking cold.
Do you know what all I can see? We're pretty big on the movie references at the moment, but Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, I have contemplating just letting it go.
Getting the icicles happening.
Just let it go, man. Just let it go. It'll be warm. Get home and can't get off the fucking bike. Stuck. Oh dear, but yes, it has been cold in Sydney, and I guess it's always cold in Tasmania, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always quite nippy. But at the moment, you really feel it like pre 9 o'clock and post 5 o'clock.
You got to be careful when you're taking your t-shirt off. You don't want it to take your nipple with it.
Yeah, whoa, Jesus.
Ooh, crack off. Alright, anyway, before we start, here's this week's show in preview. We'll have video game discussion as usual, then tight ass gaming, video game news, and in the news we've got June's Games with Gold confirmed this time. Last week's was a farce. Then we've got Crossplay and Rocket League. Then we've got PS Plus free games for June. It's the fucking 1st of June and we've only just got confirmation today. Then after that, Formula 1 2016 announcements. No Man's Sky delayed past July? Whatever. Minecraft Death Arena. And then after that, what's that sound? And then Red's shout. So first up, video game discussion, Red.
Well, it's going to be a short, sharp one for me this week because I've really, other than my mobile games being like Soda, whatever they call it, the big one, Candy Crush Soda.
What?
Yeah, that's what it's called, Candy Crush Soda.
Are you sure you want to admit that on the podcast? Do you want to maybe change that and I'll edit it out for you?
Yeah, I played Marvel things. Clash Royale.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, man, I got fucking annihilated this week on Clash Royale. I reckon I lost about 10 games in a row. I'm now down to like 900 trophies again.
Yeah. Same thing happened to me. I don't know. It must be like a Korean holiday. I don't know. I got up to 2,000, so I went to Arena 7. And, now I'm back to Arena 5. I've got to go all the way through 6 again. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Man.
The only saving grace is I'm picking up 1 or 2 castles per game now because I've got a pretty offensive... That's why I get burnt on the back 9 because I've got a pretty offensive deck now. So I always will get a castle or 2. So it makes those dailies pretty easy to get.
Dailies? What dailies?
You got that in the top right-hand corner. You got that daily chest.
Yeah, the chest that you can get. Yeah, I gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, so I've been saving my money because you can buy different cards each day.
Yep.
So I've got almost 20,000 coins in the bank and just over 100 gems. So I'm starting to save up just so I can give my deck the extra bit of punch when the opportunity arises. So
now, what do you spend your gems on?
If I know I'm sitting down for 2 or 3 games, I'll hurry a box along. But now I'm in the midst of saving up, I think it's 320 for a magical chest.
Can I give you some advice? Whether you take it or leave it, well, that's totally up to you. I'm not going to force you, and I'm not going to stick any fingers anywhere they don't belong if you don't. But I think the best thing to spend your gems on is gold.
Yeah, but it's the turnaround. The exchange rate's fucking pass.
Yes, but the thing is, when you're purchasing a chest,
Yeah.
you don't know what you're purchasing. You could be purchasing pus, right?
Yeah, which is
when you spend it on your gold, you're getting what you're getting. You know what you're getting, right? So you can use your gold to upgrade your cards or purchase cards, but the cards you get out of your super magical chest might be shit.
Well, if I pretend to not take your advice, we still stick fingers where they don't belong.
Only if you want to.
Yay!
But hey, that's just my advice to players. You can do that. You might not want to do that. Whatever. Don't care. See if I care.
Big news on the gaming front. My setup is about to be moved into an office space, so a little bit more leg room, if you will, and plenty
just
of
make
cats
sure you
put around.
Just make sure you put your stapler on a little piece of string
Over my head.
It's a reference to another movie. There we go. Seeing as though we've been doing that the last week, let's do it again this week. Have anybody seen my stapler? If anybody can tell me what movie that's from, you'll get a free game. You don't know.
We have been partaking in different bits of media lately, haven't we? It's almost something we could introduce what we've been watching this week, sort of thing. But yeah.
All right, Red. Why don't you talk us through the most recent episode of Days of Our Lives that you've watched?
I was sitting there, heart in hand. Nah, fuck that. Brooke! It's whose baby? The neighbor's dogs? No!
You can't script this shit. That's funny.
Days of Our Lives goes to Mexico. Oh, mon ami.
Days of Our Lives goes to Japan.
No. It's better I got.
Oh, Anthony!
Oh, Ichibam, no scratchy, number one, Ichibam.
Oh my god.
That's funny, because Ichiban in Japanese is number one, so it's always Ichibam, no scratchy.
Oh dear, my god. Alright, anyway, video game.
So, on to the major consoles. Yes, because we recorded last Tuesday, so that means the 1 point something. We got another one bloody this morning, so I'll give you the exact version. 1.04.
What are you talking about?
The Division.
Oh, right, good. Was there another
Division
update today?
Oh, but it was a small one by the looks of things. It was just in the update history, 1.05, 1.12, fixed a bug where switching servers through matchmaking would cause the player UI to overlap, so...
Oh, okay.
That's alright for me, because I don't go to people. People come to me. So I'm never switching servers. We got both raids, no, what do we call them in this? Incursions done. The second incursion is a lot more fun than the first one.
That's what we can do tonight, Red. I haven't done the second incursion yet.
Well, that's what I was going to say to you earlier. I was almost going to jump on last night, but as you said, you're a bit meh, and I was a bit meh. But changeover was yesterday, so it's fresh. We can go in and get full rewards for both incursions.
Alright, that's tonight then. We'll do that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Streaming and everything.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So we got all that done. Pretty cool, man. The second incursion, as I just said, a lot more fun than the first one.
The first one's just a camp fest.
Yeah, this one here, Clear Sky, I believe it's called. You have to move around a little bit more. It's out in the open. You don't have waves per se. Remember those missions where you had to carry like the power box and you had to walk really slowly?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's two parts of that in this one.
Yep.
And that's where it gets a little tricksy. You obviously you don't let your highest DPS person carry the box because then
You can't shoot, yeah.
Yeah, and then the real difficulty spike is right at the end where you have to take out a boss, and we failed at that twice. But in this, there's a midway checkpoint, man.
Oh, really? Wow.
No restarts.
Well, all right. Well, can I be the box carrier?
Yeah, sure.
Because I love box.
I like doodle.
Oh, righto. Is there a box of doodles for you?
So, yeah, punched out some more DPS. We got the new Dark Zone sort of setup is now really cool. It's hard, though. I think you're a prime example, though. You were slightly underleveled, and it was, within 45 minutes to an hour, we had you up to 200, and then we're all running through and swapping gear and just maxing each other out.
Well, yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong or what the go is, because, yeah, you guys give me all this high-level gear, and it just makes my stats plummet.
Yeah, I can quickly explain to you why.
Make it quick.
Because they're random pieces of gear. What they're trying to encourage you to do is have other pieces of gear all the same, whether it be like 3 of the same gear set to get that the boost, or whether it be you're concentrating on critical hit damage or critical hit chance or skill power or anything like that. We're just giving you that gear because it does just up your average gear score, so then you can come with us. Then the building phase starts.
Yeah, see, I've got to take some time and go and re-roll some stuff as well.
Yeah, or
Make
just give me your expressed permission, and I'll just log on as you, and I'll build you a character from what you've already got. I do that for 2 people already.
Yeah, I'm no charity case, thanks. I appreciate your offer, but...
That's a two-headed coin. No, charity case, no, I'm not accepting any help, but I'll pick your ass up when you die too quick.
Who died too quick?
Anyone with an unbuilt character properly. Like Roy, we built him up, but he's still got to build his class
I think
a bit more.
I've revived you more than you've revived me.
Yeah, but that's how the team works.
Well, that's right. See, you can't throw that in my face like sand.
No. Well, wet sand wasn't going to get stuck anywhere.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter where it's stuck. It's just...
No, I didn't mean it like that. Well, it might have come across like that.
That's what you meant. That's it. Tonight...
Get more humorous.
No, I'm not making any claims.
Nah, it's all good. Like Jason, Repremier, he has max gear score.
Yeah.
But he was in there going, I got max gear score. Right.
Who's Max, and why does he have his gear score?
Because he's just picked up everyone's 240 gear and he's got 240 in every rank.
I think that dad joke went over your head. I thought you were a father.
Yeah, I was.
Never mind. Listen back to it. You'll see.
I had another punchline lined up.
Oh, did you? My bad.
No, that's all good. He goes, oh, yeah, wicked. And I'm like, fucking oath you got that quick. He goes, yeah. And I said, all right, cool. And then he read off his stats and went, can I leave the group and we'll have a fight? No. Because I'm only sitting at about 211, but my gear really works. I'm being really selective with what I change out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Creature of habit. I've near ticked over 400 hours on it now, so I've really put some effort into this. I've got 2 characters now too, so I've got 2 characters at 30, so running people through the incursions, everything. This is an exclusive offer to the listeners, because I'll touch on a little bit on it in shout later, but I will never say no to any podcast listener if they need help with an incursion, a Dark Zone run, or any advice on the division. I'm not saying I'm a professional. I don't know everything, but if you want a tanky build with some good life, I can give you some good advice, because that's exactly what I've done.
Yeah, all you got to do, the secret code is, your podcast is awesome, guys, and LewkOne is the best. And you're in.
Yeah. Your pants.
Alright, man. What else?
We purchased FIFA 16, which was on sale for $30.95, which kind of kills this week's Tight Ass Gaming segment, because by the time the recording comes out, it will no longer be on sale. But we picked it up for $30.95, which is about a 67% saving, which is ludicrous. It shouldn't be $99 anymore. Now it's 12 months old, but that's beside the question. So we got back onto the pitch.
Yep.
Yeah,
I did well.
Yeah, blew me off the park.
Yeah, with 0 wins. I beat you once, yes, but that was a cop-out, Red. You're too nice for your own good. You were being nice to me, I think, and at the same time hitting me in the face with a wet sausage. I don't appreciate
it. I didn't admit to it. You tried to get me to admit to it on the night. What was the excuse I used? I want to use Tim Cahill. Cover
but that was the biggest load of shit I have ever heard. No soccer fan worth anything. Okay, you've got fans that like Australia and like Tim Cahill, but nobody's picking Australia just to play as Tim Cahill. So what Red's done, we were playing, I don't know, the high five-star team, so let's just say Barcelona and Brazil or something, and I didn't actually realise in the next game Red had changed to Australia, and I was still like Man United or something, and I'm running rings around him. I got a win, mind you, when it was mind over matter, and I found out that you were Australia. So the only time I beat him is when you were playing as Australia.
Yeah.
I'll come good. I've got to play it a little bit more and get better, but I don't normally need to practice that game. I'm normally just pretty good with it, but I'm getting some form of video game dementia, and I'm just not very good at games anymore.
I don't know if it's good at games. If you think about it, when we're playing 14,
yeah,
we had very little games. Like we were still caught in that limbo there. So we played a lot of it. You played a lot of it on your own.
No, I wouldn't say a lot. I did play it, but I didn't play a lot.
But we've got a whole lot more games now where the muscle memory needs to be retained for so many different games, from The Division to The Witcher to Uncharted. You know, everything's got its own mechanics now. And you got to think what we've played in the last 12 months compared to the 12 months when FIFA 14 was out. We've played a whole lot more games, whether it be through the successes of Aussie Gamers or whether it be pre-orders or whatever it may be. We've just had a lot of experience with it, whether it be indies, AAAs, PCs, because you've got your upgrade on your computer now. I was just lucky. I remembered all the buttons. All the buttons were the same. It was just a little bit more elaborate, so I can do the whole dribbling thing still.
You're still fucking dribbling, Red. God, the amount of effort that you're going to just to say, Luke, you're not as shit as you think you are. Stop being so nice. It's making me ill.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Thank you. I appreciate it, but I do need a little bit more practice on that game. And I don't know, in my well, I'm not really that old, but I am getting older, and I think I'm more of a jack of, what do they call it? Jack of all trades? Master of none now these days, because we are playing so many games. But I still hold forward that I'll kick your ass any day on Trials Fusion, but nobody will play it with me, so that's fantastic because I am too good.
So, just to elaborate, I'm 1/3 of the way through a season already on FIFA 16.
Yeah, so I haven't played it other than those games with us.
With a created character. Looks good, plays good, feels good. It's old school FIFA controls with a new face, and that's basically all you're ever going to get, because you can't really improve it much more than visually, and it's already visually pretty cool. So they're just going to keep churning it out, and people are still going to keep spending money on it.
Well, that's it. Everyone buys it every year, which is good. But I think I'd be keen on getting it every maybe 3 or 4 years to see a vast improvement.
Yeah, well, way we went about it inside, that was pretty cool.
But they still won't bring back indoor fields.
Do you remember when that was a thing? The indoor soccer and the indoor basketball games?
1998?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it back.
That was sick.
You don't have to add all the tournaments and shit, just give us a pitch to play online with our mates.
Yeah, NBA Jam, but with the soccer ball.
But
you used to do the flips and everything.
There's no outs, it bounces off the walls, and you've got a smaller goal, and there's, 5v5 or something like that.
Yeah, brilliant games they were.
Yeah. Anyway.
Last but not least, I've pounded about 20 hours this week into The Witcher 3.
Oh, yep.
Because I'm playing on Deathmarch, I'm playing it very, very differently than what I used to. Very cautiously, saving every battle, before every battle, after every battle. Because I've been bitten too many times going, oh yeah, off we go, rah, rah, rah. But this time I'm using potions and I'm using spells that I never used, and I'm upgrading different things because it's now a necessity. Different oils for different breeds, or what are they called? Different classes of enemies. So you walk in, you've got to pick the right oil on the right sword and use the right spell, whether it be a trap or a shield or something like this. And then, I'm lucky I played Dark Souls before I played this because I've needed more patience.
What is the difference in the two swords? Just quickly.
Steel sword is for humans and non-humans, and the silver sword is for beasts and monsters.
Wait, isn't a beast a non-human?
No, I think your non-humans are like your vampires. No, they're not. They're monsters because, I don't know, you watch a whole heap of Supernatural, don't you? Silver's good for like werewolves and everything like this, all this folklore and everything that silver and iron are a weakness to most monsters and stuff like that, so they've just ran with it on this. So, yeah, one's for like humanoids, and one's for monsters.
Okay, yeah, it's probably
I think it's based on what you eat, if you know what I mean. I don't know.
So one's for jelly beans?
Jelly beans! Don't say jelly beans, I'm trying to lose weight.
Alright, what else?
That's it, man. That is me.
Alright, well, over to me. Oh, hello, me. Thank you for crossing over to myself. Dead Island Definitive Collection on PC. I started playing that yesterday because it came out yesterday, and it's great. I think the biggest upgrade for the PC players is not really going to be the graphics. Yes, the textures are beautiful. You can tell when you go up close to things, they look really cool. And the lighting is amazing. But my memory of this game, back when I played the original one when it was fairly new, I reckon it looked absolutely amazing back then. This is on PC. So I think the major difference is going to be from PS3 to PS4, 360 to Xbox One. That's probably going to be the massive change. But the big difference on PC that I found is its performance. I was running full spec, so as high as it could go. And that's using i7 processor, 16 gig of RAM, and GeForce GTX 970. And it ran at a smooth 60 frames a second. The only time the frame counter dropped down was when it would go into like a loading screen, but that's just
in 1 frame a second.
Yeah, well, that's it. So it stayed at 60 the whole time, and it was smooth. There was no jagging, so no, like, not necessarily. You know how it's not a frame rate drop, but the screen sort of freezes for half a second. It's like a jaggy sort of thing.
Yeah, wait for the processor to catch up.
Yeah, there was none of that. It ran absolutely brilliantly. And yes, it does look a little bit better too. But as I said, the consoles are probably where it's going to look a big difference. So I played that last night, and I had just a random that joined my stream. He ended up joining me in game. It was pretty cool. So I had a co-op partner playing it along, and I was playing through it. And the funny thing is, like, this was, I don't know when, 2011 or whatever, whenever I played this. I can't remember when it came out. It might have been later than that, I don't know. But I still was remembering, like, it was hazy, but I was remembering where the side missions are and what you needed to do and stuff like that, because I played this game
where the petrol was.
Yeah, that's one of the missions, that's right. So I remember where the petrol was and the flares, and it was so good. It is an amazing game. As much as people bagged it out because it was a buggy mess, it was still fantastic to play back then, and it's still great to play now. It's still not without its bugs. If you watch through the stream that I went through last night, both of us, my co-op partner and I, got stuck in the bushes. And I'd never met this bloke before. He's from America, and I just said to him, "That's what happens when you go into the bushes with me. You don't come back out." Because we literally got stuck. It was like bugged out. We couldn't move. So I was having a bit of a Mick Taylor moment. But we ended up having to... It was lucky. There might have been other ways to do it, but our only way of getting out is the co-op guy. I can't remember his name, my apologies. He had a Molotov cocktail. So he threw that down at the ground, which eventually killed us both. So that was our way out.
Should I put this on the radar?
Put what on the radar?
For the PS4? The Definitive Edition.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I've already put it on the radar, my friend.
Nice. Yeah, just for clarification, I think it was you can buy them individually as well, I seen yesterday. Yes,
you can. We'll talk more about that in Tight Ass Gaming. Just a shout out to Zenio. I think that's how you say it. That's the person that I played with. He's actually online at the moment playing Dead Island. He's from the US, so I think it was like 4 a.m. when he was playing with me last night. Yeah, keen as, but knows the game. Pretty cool guy too. It's really good and refreshing to meet a random player online who joins my game, comes into the game chat, and says, "How you going?" And we talk, and there's absolutely no sledging. He sounded like a young fella too. He was respectful. He was funny. We had a laugh. We enjoyed each other's company. Asking me for, "Oh, do you have this? Can you drop maybe this for me? I use blunt weapons. Can I have that?" "Yeah, sure. Here you go." We had a good time. It's just refreshing to see that still happens in the gaming world, and it's not just a big, fuck your mother. Yeah, you're fucking useless. Oh, you're fucked.
A direct contrast to being in a chat party with me.
Well, yeah. Probably you. I don't know why I play with you. But, yeah, so I had a good experience with that. And it does look good. It's totally worth playing again. We talked about FIFA 16. Next one on my list is Sacred 3 on PC. I've had a bit of a PC week, but Sacred 3 was on special from the Humble Bundle. I don't think it is anymore. I think it's clocked over, but I picked up Sacred 3 for $1, a bunch with a bunch of other games as well. I had never heard of it, never played it, never knew anything about it. I booted up, and the second I got control of my character, alright, I'm sold. This game is good. This game is really good. I bumped it, I don't know what possessed me, but I bumped it up to 3 stars, which is the hardest difficulty in the game. Now, playing through the first few levels, I didn't really have any issues. It was pretty smooth sailing. I started streaming the game yesterday. Actually, before I get into that, I'll explain. It's a top-down Diablo clone, essentially. Okay. And it's probably the best Diablo clone that I've played now. It is. There are even parts of the game that I would say Diablo missed out by not doing that, because that's cool. So in playing it, I started streaming last night, keeping in mind it is on the hardest difficulty, and I'm making the comment, "Oh, yeah, this is on the hardest difficulty," but I haven't really had any problems with this. The stream ended with a rage quit.
Yeah,
it's funny. You've got to watch it. You got to watch. I watched it back just to see if I wanted to delete it or not.
Oh wow, that good.
Here, I'll see if I can do a reenactment. Let's get me controller. All right, so I'm cracking the shits, and I'm like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" You love that.
Trying to twist it now. Fuck!
and then the next thing you hear is, "Nah, fuck that."
Dunk, slam the door.
That's the noise of my controller hitting the table. And then I'll see if can you let me know if you can hear this. Did you hear that noise?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that's me turning on the controller. But then after I've slammed the controller down, this sound played.
Oh, that's the USB noise.
Yeah, but it's me disconnecting the controller.
Yep.
So after I hit the controller on the table, it went.
Unplug it.
And then I've gone. Oh, I've just disconnected my controller. What happened there? Fuck, I broke my controller. I didn't though. It's all good. It was good. Go, have a look to the stream. Even if you just, it's on YouTube, on our YouTube channel on Aussie Games Express on YouTube. Even if you skipped like the last 60 seconds, it's worth a laugh. Fucking, that's it. Mind you, I cracked the shits, walked outside, had a breather, came back in and went, no, I'm fucking doing it. Didn't stream, didn't record. First go.
Yay.
Got it first go. So I beat that fucking ship. So there you go. Sacred 3 is awesome. Like the things that are about it, watch the video to get an idea on it. But you've got like a normal, I've obviously picked the ranged guy with the bow and arrow, as I always do, can't help myself. So you've got your normal, shoot your arrows, but then you've got the shoulder buttons on the controller, because I don't use keyboard and mouse, which do like a special, which you've got to pick up yellow orbs to refill your special. And you can do like finishing moves on the enemy. So if you can get them down low enough without killing them, it'll come up saying execute. And then he'll just do like a launch jump and land on top of them and just fuck them up. So that's pretty cool. That's a really cool feature that wasn't in its Diablo clone-ish original game. So it looks good too. The game is beautiful for a game that I don't think it's new anymore. It was on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, I think, as well. But she just plays really well. 4-player co-op. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just fun to play. The difficulty is reasonable, and it spikes a little bit. But obviously, I did rage a bit. But I was in a bit of a sleep deprivation mode yesterday. But no, she's a good game, a real good game.
Another Deep Silver one you played this week.
It is another Deep Silver one. Yes, it is a bit of a. And I was a trend. Yeah, I was playing that, waiting for the Dead Island Definitive Collection to unlock with the pre-order.
Fanboy!
Yeah, I do like their stuff now. That's quite good. Well, not now, but I've liked it for quite a while. It's good shit. Alright, I'll move on to One Piece Burning Blood! How was that? Was that good?
Itchy Piece Burning Pirate Warrior!
Now, One Piece Burning Blood, I had to do a lot of research to find out what the fuck this game's all about. It's a fighting game in the vein of those Naruto Shippuden warrior, spaceman, pirate people. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the same vein as the games like that. So it's a 3D arena fighting game, which has a very short story mode campaign that if you've never had anything to do with One Piece before will make fuck all sense, but it's entertaining to say the least, because you get like little cartoon cutscenes between your fights, which tells a story. Yep. It does tell a story, but it throws you into the middle of a story. So the review is live now on www.aussiegamersexpress.com. Wow, we're like 35 minutes into the show, and that's the first time I've plugged the website. But yeah, I've said in my review that it feels like you're watching episode 8 of 12. Like you've thrown into the middle, you don't know what's happened before, you don't know who the characters are. It sort of just throws you in, saying, "I'm sure you've watched the shows before. You know who's who." No, I don't. But a fighting game, I think I would be comfortable enough in saying people aren't really buying fighting games for the stories. Who bought Mortal Kombat because you wanted to experience the amazing story that was going to come with it, right?
Me? Oh. No, you're exactly right.
Yeah, Street Fighter. What story you got in there? No, you got it to brawl, to fight. So,
yeah, you're buying the genre.
That's right. And that part of the game is great. It works quite well. It's got a lot of things going for it. There's heaps of characters. There's a big enough roster. You can use, like that Nitro Blasters game as well, you can use like support characters. So you can have basically you can have 3 characters that you can swap in. So you can either swap them in and use them as your fighter, or you can use them as part of a combo, or you can use them to help break a combo and like your opponent's combo. And it's quite easy to do. Like, as long as your special meter's up high enough, if you're getting pummeled in a combo and you've got enough special meter, you can press just one of the triggers on your controller.
Yeah.
And it'll bring in your opponent to break the combo.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
nice.
and if you're doing a combo, so you can do like square, 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 L1 triangle, this is on the PS4, and then bring in one of your characters using the left trigger. It'll add the other character will come in and add to the combo. So it's pretty cool and easy enough to do. So it does tick the box of easy to play, pretty tricky to master. So it goes quite well. There's a few game modes. I haven't been able to try I did play an online match in the pirate mode. Oh god, I can't remember what the mode's called. But there's like a clan war mode anyway. But remember, Red, I was talking about this to you about how it was that you're playing computer characters.
Mm-hmm.
In the AI in the clan war one. It's not right. It is other people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So. What you'll do, you play in seasons, week-long seasons. You go to all these different places on the map, and I refer to it because it reminds me very much of the Advanced Warfare, the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Clan War, where you have these different areas, and you've got to battle your opponents. And the more wins that your clan has, or your team, you'll capture that area. Excuse me. And then at the end of the season, whoever has the most areas, locations captured is obviously the winner. You get victory points from that, and victory points are used elsewhere, and also it determines who you fight as well in the multiplayer stuff. It's hard. There are some unnecessary spikes in the difficulties, but you know it's a fighting game. That happens.
Yes.
It's good. The characters are fucking weird, man. There's a character there. It's like a tiny clown with a massive clown head.
Oh yes.
I think if you've got a clown phobia, don't play this game. You'll be in the corner in the fetal position in about 8 seconds flat because it's a fucked up looking character. And there's a little bit of booby, a little bit of tit and ass. It's not too overdone. There's a crazy character called Whitebeard who has a moustache. Not a beard.
No, it's not a beard.
No. Anyway, I did it. This is how much research I did. I researched that into why his name is Whitebeard and not White Moustache. It's all in the translation. His Japanese name of Hunkanamana. No, I don't know what his Japanese name is. There's just a little bit of casual racism there. I don't know what his Japanese name is. But the literal translation of his Japanese name into English is white facial hair.
Yes.
So his name is White Facial Hair, but as you would agree, I'd imagine, Red, that sounds fucking dumb. So Whitebeard is why they called him that, but it's actually just white facial hair. Which is true, although it does look like, I don't know, like a horn. Yeah, it looks like a horn.
Looks like his nose is pierced with a fucking bullhorn.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But anyway, that's what that is. It's a great game. Check out our review on www.aussiegamersexpress.com. Bing, that's number 2. And check out the review. It's a great fighting game. It'll be good for the fans. I think will wet themselves for it. It's well done. It is a good game. I will move on. I don't think did we talk about playing the You Don't Know Jack Party Pack? I think we did last week.
I think so.
I have no idea. We played that.
Yes.
It's fun. I drew doodles. It's still available to see on our Twitch channel because we streamed it. So if you want to see what that game's all about, check it out. You can play online with heaps of people, up to hundreds of people.
We're racist and sexist and perverted, though. That's what I think. That's what the game calls for.
Well, yes, there's because you're writing your own answers in for questions and stuff like that, so it does get a bit risky. But
Yes.
you'll be warned when you enter the Twitch thing anyway. This is for mature audiences.
Yes.
So obviously not for mature content creators, though.
Yeah, I made fun of pedophilia, and that's never fun. Trying to lure them to your house.
Quickly moving on, I played Rocket League on PC. I have had a PC week this week. I picked up Rocket League in the Humble Bundle as part of the subscription. So I played that on PC, and you know what I realised? When you start from scratch, because obviously I've played all my time on the PS4. It's what, sorry?
A lot easier.
Yes!
You get play against Gumby!
I was annihilating the game. I felt like I was a dead set hero. Went quite well. Went real well.
Fantastic.
But geez, it plays nice. I think I was playing at like 160 frames a second on my PC.
It would have looked really spiffy on a computer, though.
Well, no. See, it kind of didn't, because the standard texture on the cars looks shit. And it really shows off on the PC because it's the high res and all that. But in saying that, I haven't unlocked any of the other textures to actually show it off. So it's just like the normal, the flat paint job that just looks a bit boring. But you can change the textures, so it's just that I didn't have any of them unlocked as yet. So I was playing that. That was good fun. We got 5,000 likes on Facebook, Red. Ta-da! That was a nice little milestone for us. So,
yes.
If you look back far enough on the Facebook page, you'll see a couple more milestones, and it's cute to have a look at the one that says, "The day we got 50 likes." 5,000 now. That's good. That's very good. And that's testament to your hard work, Red, and also my own and everybody else that is a part of what we do. And also thank you very much to all of the people that have clicked that like button. So we appreciate your support, and it gets us to where we are today.
Yeah.
Now, I played a tiny bee's dick amount of Homefront: The Revolution. But I believe we'll probably be better off talking about that next week. Have you got that yet, Red?
No. Did you express it?
No, I don't think it was express. So it's coming.
Probably tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll get there. But we'll talk about that next week. A little bit of an insight into my experience with it. Well, I was very happy to fucking send it to you, Red.
Yeah, you send me a couple of messages. I'm like, oh, don't be doing this to me. I want to like it. I think I've convinced myself I want to enjoy it.
No, I think it's a fucking great concept for a game, and you probably will like it. It's not, well, from what I played, it's not broken. It doesn't perform very well.
Yeah,
but I think the game itself's not fucked. It's not bad. Well, anyway, we'll wait till you've played it, and we'll have a thought-out discussion of it probably next week. In saying that, there's probably a dozen things that I've forgotten to mention, but that's all I've got written down, so fuck yeah, tight ass gaming time. Alright, this week's Tight Ass Gaming, as I alluded to earlier in video game discussion, Dead Island Definitive Collection on PC is this week's Tight Ass Gaming. I'm sorry to all you console warriors, or whatever you want to call them, that our Tight Ass Gaming segment does feature a lot of PC stuff, but it's fucking cheap on PC, man. So that's where the tight asses are at. It's expensive to get going, though, have a PC.
Oh, yeah.
Because
we've been talking about it. Not to derail your segment, but we've been talking about this lately. I'm working on a rig. You've got a rig. Nick's upgrading his rig. Weeks he's got a rig. Once we've all got one. Well, you could do it now, but I guess when I get one, we'll be You can buy 4 packs of games for $4.99. For fuck's sake, you can all have a game for $1.
Yeah, well, get this, all right. This is. It's a shame that this only happens mainly on PC, but this is fantastic, and this is why I was playing Dead Island Definitive Collection yesterday on PC. On Steam, Deep Silver have introduced a loyalty discount. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So if you have the original Dead Island game and Dead Island Riptide, they're on their own. If you just purchase them and you don't have the previous games, it's $19.95 US each.
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive to buy them separately. But if you only want one of the games, it's not too bad. But you can buy them separately. If you do own the previous games, Red, do you know how much it costs if you own the previous one?
No.
Have a guess.
Oh, $10 each?
Nah. $3. $3 US. If you already own the previous game, you can upgrade to the Definitive Collection, so the newest one that's come out yesterday, for $3.
Wow. A remastered game, well, by and large on the console from previous experience, is regular PlayStation retail price being your $69.
Yep. I mean, if you want the whole pack, it's about $12, I think, because you're looking. Oh wait, so $3 each, so that's $6 plus $5. Yeah, $11. If you want all of them, so because there's Dead Island Retro Revenge as well, which nobody owned before, but is only $5. It's like a retro side-scroller version of Dead Island. So that's it.
Cool.
If you like, I didn't bother with the Retro Revenge. It didn't really look like my cup of tea, so I just bought Dead Island and Riptide for $6, six US. So I upgraded them. That's why. I mean, I was going to get it on the console, and hopefully we can still get that from Deep Silver. But that is super cheap. Now I don't know how long that's running for. I don't know if there was a message on that. Let me have a quick check now. But that's if you're thinking about it, you'll want to get onto that for $3. I'll have a quick squiz and let you know.
So from what you've played so far, that's worth that $3 upgrade?
Oh, 100%. Just to play the game again it's all smooth. I'm hoping, maybe the bugs have been, a lot of the bugs have been removed, but there are still some. It's not perfect, but no game is. It does not say. Hopefully that's just a lifetime thing. But
makes sense.
Yeah, but you could probably pick up. Look, I've even got a couple of codes for Dead Island that I can give away, so people can get it real cheap. But you can probably buy Dead Island from some sort of humble bundle for $1, and then go and buy the definitive edition for $3.
Oh, that puts the tight ass in tight ass gaming.
Yeah, you can. That's exactly what the segment's about. You can do that, and I'm happy to give hints on how to do that. So I'll give you the quick rundown as we do, the specs for the PC, the minimum requirements that you'll need, and then we'll move on. So the operating system will need to be Windows 7, 8, 8.1 or 10, 64-bit. Then the processor is an i5 2500 at 3.3 gigahertz. 4 GB of RAM, an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 560 Ti, or AMD Radeon HD 6870 with 1 GB VRAM. DirectX 11 is required. You need the internet connection, about 20 gigabytes of available space, and some form of sound card, which is DirectX compatible. And please note that laptop versions of graphic cards may work, but are not officially supported. Windows compatible keyboard, mouse, optional controller, Xbox 360 controller for Windows recommended, even though in the game it refers to it as an Xbox One controller. I used an Xbox 360 controller anyway. But there you go, that is the minimum requirements. There is obviously recommended, but I don't have those and don't care. So that's tight ass game.
You'll blow any fucking recommended specs out of the water anyway.
Oh yeah, well definitely for this game. It's a few years old. It's only sort of upscaled, but she's good. She's good. I love it. I enjoy it. It's there. $3 is the lowest you can get it for, which is pretty damn good. Any questions about it, Red? Before we move on to the news.
No, I think I've got enough from game discussion and that to really want to play it again. Well, play it properly. I've only ever played it. We did get it on PS3 and played it for about 2 sessions, and then.
Yeah, but it's crap. It was crap on those consoles. It never did it any justice. It was buggy. The frame rate was like 8, and I couldn't do it. Alright, well, let's move on to video game news. Alright, so first up in video game news, we have the June Xbox Live Games with Gold. Now, they've been officially announced now. They were leaked, so-called leaked, a week or two ago, saying that we got Rise, Son of Rome, Battle Mage, Red Dead Redemption, Bioshock Infinite. All bullshit, not true. The actual free games are not as flattering for Microsoft. We've got Goat Simulator for the Xbox One from June 1st. So today to the 30th. The Crew on the Xbox One, June 16th to July 15th. Super Meat Boy on the Xbox 360, June 1st to the 15th. Also backwards compatible on the Xbox One. And XCOM Enemy Unknown, June 16 through to 30. And that is also backwards compatible on the Xbox One. So they're the actual Xbox Live free games with gold for June 2016. That's it. Not as good, but they're alright. I mean, Goat Simulator's good for a fuck around. The Crew's a half decent racing game.
It's a AAA Ubisoft title.
Well, it is, yeah. And Xbox Enemy Unknown, I've heard a bit about that, so I might give that a go.
Xbox Enemy Unknown, fuck.
Whatever it's fucking called. If it's got an X, it's Xbox.
Moving on?
Yeah, move on.
Right, so they must have known that you were going to buy Rocket League on Humble Bundle, because this news article starts with Dear LewkOne. Those playing Rocket League on PC can now play against those people on Xbox One.
Oh, right.
Like you could with the PS4. But because Microsoft has a new cross-network policy that come out, and obviously they can now cross-network games. And the first cab off the rank, which it was for so many things, is Rocket League. So if you've been playing it on Xbox One and your friends are on PC going, come across and play with us, and you can't afford the $1 on the Humble Bundle, well, you can now play with your friends via the multiplayer section, which it's everything just like the PS4. You can go in, you can turn cross-network play off, you can turn it on.
But
you can't friend up, though, I don't think.
That's what I was going to say. That's the one thing, like, it's all random. So if you're running into PC people, it's random. Like, you can't choose to play with your mate. You can't find them and have a private match or party up.
That's poxy.
I'd imagine it would be very hard to do, because like you'd have to have access to the whole friends list and people from the other network. But I really think that would be the icing on the cake, that one.
Yeah, unless they just implemented where you actually search for a username.
Yeah, rather than having the friend, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work. It'd be annoying, but, I mean, if you want to do it, you take any way you can.
But as we're all aware, cross-platform play between PC and consoles is not necessarily a new thing. We've been doing it for 14 years now, since Final Fantasy XI, PS2 to PC. But here's to more happy unison, and hopefully one day you'll be able to play PS4 versus Xbox One. It's just some gaping hole. I mean, you've got to get some heads out of asses, I would assume.
Yeah, and probably disable cross-platform
chat.
Game chat, yeah.
Fucking pleb!
I'm gonna fucking do a big steam and shit on your fucking Xbox.
Us PlayStations, we root your mum better.
I've rooted your mum with my PlayStation controller. And I
Put
fucking
the
lost
in
it.
Dual Shock.
I lost it, so I have to come over again tonight with a fucking flashlight and a search party to find the fucking thing.
Hello. Back to you.
Two guys are lost inside a Xbox person's mother's vagina. One says to the other one, Help me find my way out of here. No, don't worry, man. You help me find my car keys and we'll drive our way out of here. Mum jokes and Xbox and PlayStation love. Alright, am I next?
Yes.
More free games. PlayStation Plus free games for June have been announced today. It's the 1st of June. We normally get it about a week out. And I was actually thinking, like a few days ago, have we written a news item about what the PlayStation free games are for June? And I looked them up.
I don't know what they are yet.
No, well, okay. Well,
live actions.
I'll be able to tell you in a moment. So, it's not much.
Again.
Well, I mean, it is March, but actually, I haven't actually got the actual games written down in my notes, because when I wrote these notes, they hadn't came out yet, and I saw them this morning, and I had the express idea that I would add them to my notes so I could talk about them on the podcast, because they've now released. Completely forgot to do that. So if you just stand by for a...
Let me guess, Gran Turismo Beta isn't one of them?
Shut up, arsehole. I'm a very busy man. I do a lot of things. I can't be on top of everything all the time. I am human. Right. But yeah, but when I say it's not much, like, it's not much. Okay. NBA 2K16 for the PlayStation 4. Now, do you have that already? I
did. Not anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, you will have soon, as soon as it launches. So NBA 2K16 is going to be available. I might give it a go, but
50 gig download. Everyone beware. At least, probably 60.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not totally amazed by that one. I won't get a lot of time out of it. A lot of people will. Gone Home, the console edition for the PlayStation 4. I'm more excited for that. That's something that I've wanted to play for quite a while. I just never got around to. So now it'll be an excuse to go into that. For the PlayStation 3, Echo Chrome. This is the tiny little puzzle game. Siren Blood Curse, episodes 1 to 12 on the PlayStation 3. That might not be too bad. And God of War Chains of Olympus. I think we got a God of War game last month for the PlayStation Vita. So I think they're just shooting those ones out. And also Little Deviants for the PlayStation Vita. It's a AAA game. NBA 2K16.
Yeah. Good game.
I'll try it. See how I go. I think it's a little bit too technical for me.
It is very technical. More technical than soccer.
Can we have the shoot button just press the button and then just make the timing? You got to let go at the peak of your jump.
Oh yeah, it's the only way I play. Oh, you talking about the last one you played? You had to use a stick.
I think it did. Yeah, did it?
Yeah, you can change that.
Oh. Yeah,
back to square.
I can probably
that's
just
the
change
only way I can play it. And in 16, you've actually got a bar that comes up underneath your player now that'll help your timing. You don't have to rely on the animation.
Okay, yeah. So I probably didn't change the settings. Probably I'll get you to run me through making it the best for me, and we'll give it a go.
It's a very pretty game. Very pretty game.
All right, we'll give it a go. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Anyway, that's the PlayStation Plus free games for June. Thank you very much for listening. Over to you, Red.
Okay. This will appeal to a certain collective. Codemasters and Bandai Namco have announced the pending release of F1 2016, so the new installment for the Formula 1 series. And from all reports, they probably haven't been as good in the last couple of years as they potentially could have been or / have been in the past. So one major introduction, and it's going to seem pretty minuscule to us, but I think it was pretty big in the context of things, is the safety car has been reintroduced.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So which is because I think I've heard Roy loves his racing games. He's got his steering wheel set up and everything like that, and he actually owns F1 2015. And he said it looks really good, plays really good, but you just like your complaints with FIFA 14 or 15. There's like no tournament modes. The modes are very lacking.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can rectify that and have a few extra modes and whatnot. But it's been quoted for launch on current gen consoles and PC this winter. So by this winter, it probably means summer.
Well, yeah. Okay, there you go.
So look out for it. There's a few new tracks, time of day editor, but there's not a whole lot of detail on it just yet. But I know there's a few people that listen to the podcast and a couple of admins that listen that are racing car fans. So I thought I'd slot that one in there for them.
It's been a long time since I played a Formula 1 game. I reckon they'd probably look and play so good these days. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Gran Turismo though.
Yeah, that'll go well.
All right,
my last piece of news is titled No Man's Sky has been delayed past July. Just because that rhymes. So, it was a few shows ago we got a release date for No Man's Sky, and it was like, oh wow, this is amazing. I didn't think this was ever going to happen because it's been in development forever. And I think I made the comment that it should have been released in July because it would rhyme for the news title, as I just said. And I said something about wanting it to be delayed or something like that. Well, I kind of got careful what you wish for, because it has been delayed, but they didn't delay it to July. It's delayed for the 12th of August 2016. So it's been pushed back quite a fair bit, which is a bit unfortunate for fans that are keen to get their hands on the game. However, one particular fan has gone beyond anything reasonable when it comes to being annoyed when games are delayed, and has sent some death threats, which is ridiculous. I'm going to elaborate a little bit on what I think of this after I explain it all. But Sean Murray, who's the founder and creator of No Man's Sky, received death threats in relation to the delay. So via Twitter, I've received loads of death threats this week, but don't worry. Hello Games now looks like the house from Home Alone, #Pillow Fort. Which is pretty funny and a good way to sort of deal with that. But also, Jason Schreier, who's a writer for Kotaku, he's the one that broke the story of the delay online. So he's written up a news article on how it was being delayed. And this was before anybody else sort of really knew about it. And he received this message. Your little article about No Man's Sky being delayed has made me hate you to my very core. It's the only thing I live for, and you go and write that bullshit about a delay. Instead of visiting London later this month, I think I'll come by and say hi to you and fuck you up. You think you can get away with this that easy? Making fun of our Reddit page also? Sounds like you have a death wish. We will find you. Be afraid, human. We are coming for you. Now, as much as that is amusing and it's something that we can laugh at, I think this person has serious social issues and probably does have some form of mental disability. If that's intended as a joke, that's woeful, that is deplorable, and that can have an effect on people that can change the way they go about their everyday lives. You're threatening to kill somebody. You threaten to physically harm them. It doesn't come across as a joke. I would imagine this person doesn't know who that person is, so it's coming from a stranger. You know what people are capable of. We've seen the news. That's a disturbed individual. To be, if it's serious, and he really does feel that passionate about somebody writing a review about a delay, he at this stage believes that it was not true. You've got problems if that's what your reaction is.
I love video games, but I'm not going to kill over them.
But not you. You wouldn't even go as far as like if, say, let's pick something close to home for me, the Last of Us. Let's just say that there was a new Last of Us game coming out, and I was standing next to Neil Druckmann, and he told me, he said, I've cancelled the game. It's no longer coming out tomorrow. It's not coming out at all. It is the end. I would still shake his hand and say, man, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm not very happy with what you've just told me, but that's life. That's how it goes. And then later on, I'll probably go, oh man, that's fucking shit. Why'd they cancel it? But
I'm gonna kill him.
I wouldn't even say hate words to him. I wouldn't even say, oh, you're shit, you don't know what you're doing, you're hopeless, you're a failure. I wouldn't even say those things. He wouldn't deserve it. You don't deserve it. It's them making a game, up until the point that it's released and you buy it, they owe you nothing. You didn't pay to have that, well, unless you've Kickstarter funded, that's different. But unless you pay, they don't owe you anything.
No, of course not.
If they change their mind and simply, we just decided we didn't want to make it anymore, yeah, it's probably a bit rude that they made you excited for it, but they don't owe you anything. Anyway.
No. And even if you're one of those pissed people because you've gone and pre-ordered it, your fucking fault for pre-ordering it.
But you'll get your money back.
Yeah.
You don't lose anything. Anyway, I think that's somebody with serious emotional, social disorder.
Yeah, Mummy didn't love him enough. Daddy loved him too much.
Yeah, that's it. Touched in the inappropriate places. Anyway, moving on. We're not going to make jokes about that sort of stuff now. Red, your last bit of news.
Yeah, so I've seen on YouTube and Twitch and everything a lot of people doing this, and it's made a lot of people very famous, but now there is an official PvP arena combat mode coming to Minecraft.
Ah, yes, though, there is.
Yeah, so the console version of the game will soon gain a mode called Battle, a last Minecraft standing deathmatch that pits players directly against one another. I don't know how it'll work. I'd like it if they gave you, if it was something you had to invest in, sort of thing, like you had an hour of a truce, like you used to, when we used to play Age of Empires, like, right, no attacking for the first 45 minutes, you actually get yourself a little bit set up.
Dude.
Hey?
I've seen a little bit on it, and I think that is how it works. You've got a certain timer where you go and collect resources, make your tools, make your forts, and then it's game on. Yeah,
wicked. So it supports 4-player in local multiplayer via split screen and 8-player online, where matchmaking and invitation-only parties are available. So
I'll go back
accessible to everyone. Hey,
I'll go back to that. I think.
Fuck yeah! I was thinking about playing Minecraft the other day. Shh, just between you and I, don't tell Weeksy.
Oh yeah.
But it's going to release in June alongside 3 maps, with subsequent map packs eventually becoming available for $2.99 American each. So.
Yeah,
Get on it.
Get on it. Yeah, that sounds good, man. Good news. I'm happy to hear that.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'll go back. I'll probably want to play for 2 or 3 weeks leading up to it so I can get used to building shit like as second nature sort of thing instead of going, L1, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still a muppet. I'm a real muppet with it. My kids, I just bought a hard copy for them for their PlayStation. Yep. Oh, dude, the shit that they're just sitting out here in the lounge room on Saturday, and they'd knocked out a fucking castle with underground dungeons and everything in about an hour and a half, just in creative mode together. They're just going click, 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 click. I'll look over and look at this fucking thing. Mm-hmm. My son puts torches up everywhere, and they put glass sunroofs and shit like that. So, oh man, it's fantastic. I'm a muppet, so that could be a bit of fun.
Yeah, the kids love that stuff.
Yeah, man.
All right, that's the end of the news. What's the time for, Red? Bring us in. Give us the... bring on the next segment for me.
Everybody stop, listen. What's that sound?
that works.
I don't know. I forgot the song. I'm not that old. Remember, your gaming habits are going because you're old.
All right, this week's What's That Sound? All right. Well, actually, firstly, last week's What's That Sound? We got a few people coming in and telling us correct answers, which was pretty cool. We got Hayden Campbell.
He's everyone.
What was that?
Everyone nearly had a different answer, which was pretty cool.
Oh,
All with the same theme.
Yeah, there was a few. Quite, I don't know what it was, but a few people sent in answers, but were a little bit way off. But Hayden Campbell got it right. Said it was Call of Duty. He also picked the Beverly Hills Cop. Named that movie. He got that one. Ben Squadrito, he picked the Beverly Hills Cop movie as well, and Ben Martin also picked up the Beverly Hills Cop movie. So you know what? They all got games.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yep. Yeah, that was last week. So it was Call of Duty Zombies. That's what the Scream was. I suppose you might want this week's sound, do you?
Yeah, let's do it.
You don't want too much. All right, have a listen to this one. This one, hey, Roy Boy, this one's Googleable, mate, so go nuts.
Audio functionality test initialized.
Oh, okay.
Got that one?
Oh, I don't. I just want to say Transformers, but it's not.
No, you're right. It's not. Have another listen.
Audio functionality test initialized.
Audio functionality test.
Initialized, yeah. Stop Googling it, will you?
No, I'm not Googling it. No, those days are gone. No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, something to do with audio functionality test initialized. So the testing audio.
Yes. All right, well, if anybody thinks they know what this week's What's That Sound is, then send us a message to our Facebook page. And if you are correct, there is a very good chance that you might win yourself a free game. Have a go, though. I like it when we get lots of entries, which we did this week. So,
yeah, come in and say that you want a Dead Island code that Luke said he might have, and you'll probably get the upgraded version for a small investment. I dare you. There
is a chance that will happen. I do have some of them, so give it a go. You can only try. So, well, that's it. That's What's That Sound for this week. Do you want it one more time? I think we only played it twice. Yeah, have it one more time, everyone.
Audio functionality test initialized.
There you go.
The cool echo too and everything.
Yes. That's What's That Sound. I think it's now time for Red Shout.
Yeah, Red Shout is almost been done by you.
Oh, right.
You're fuck. Nah, kind of. Today's shout is I often pick either a post or something that I think people are utilising very well. But today's shout goes out to I can guarantee you everyone on this list is a listener, because a few of you were What's That Sound candidates this week. I think we all enjoyed the movie quote in there. For some people in our generation, they got amongst it for that reason as well. So this is dedicated to those who are listeners. So I'll go real quickly. Ben Squadrito, Hayden Campbell, Ben Martin, Aidan Stewart, Andrew Roy, Ross Mark, and Gizmo to round it out this week with 7 instead of 5, because I can guarantee you all those blokes, they all listen on a weekly basis. So it's now the onus is now on you boys to spread the word. Get over to iTunes, leave a comment. Jesus.
Yeah, if you could do that, leave a comment on our iTunes or even on our
this shit trending.
Give us 5 stars and tell your family, steal your wife's phone or your girlfriend's phone or your boyfriend's phone and get into the iTunes there and leave a comment, even if it just says "CK" or whatever, just a full stop and 5 stars.
Red's the best. Oh no, I shouldn't quote the last comment. Sorry.
Did you leave a comment, Red?
Yeah. Well, you gave me the idea. I stole my boyfriend's phone.
Oh, yes, of course.
Red's the best.
You got Weeksy's phone, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Got him.
Got him.
All right. That's it. Last words?
Bing! www.aussiegamersexpress.com. 3.
That's number 3, is it? That's low for this week.
No, yeah, for last words, what have we got? We got a Done to Death, Life Goes On review, 9 red bids out of 10. We have One Piece Burning Blood, we've got Ages of Earth, news items on the Xbox Horizon, consoles on the Horizon, sorry. The trailer and some information on a Ghost Recon Collector's Edition, which looks sick. An explanation as to why only one Dead Island game comes as a hard copy.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank review. Anima, Gate of Memories, which we talked about in last week's podcast. So, plenty of there. Get across, click on them, have a look. Leave a comment there too.
Yeah, you can use the website. If you read the review, you don't have to come across the Facebook if you don't want to. You can just leave a comment directly there on the page. Also, you can subscribe to our website. And if you subscribe, you'll get a notification when our reviews go live.
Yeah, $14.95 a month for subscription.
It's not, it's free.
It's not, you got to put up with our bullshit.
Oh, well, yeah, that cost you a bit of sanity. There you go. I just remembered there's another game that I played this week that I forgot to mention in video game discussion, but it's a new phone game that I've got my hands on. And it's
Please
called...
don't tell me it's a Mario clone with a leprechaun and potted gold.
No, but I've played that one.
Oh, I seen Prue playing it last night and I said, what's that called? Super Leprechaun? Leprechaun Brothers?
It's something like that. I have played that game. No, it's called MMX Hill Climb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, it's really up my alley because it's kind of like Trials.
Yep.
But in a like a monster truck.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's mad 3D, so it'll chew the hell out of your battery. But I just play it at home, and it's a pretty cool game, free to play.
So what you control your acceleration, your brake, and your weight displacement.
It's just accelerator and brake, and when you're in the air, the accelerator tilts you back, and the brake tilts you forward.
Yep.
So yeah, and it's quite tricky to get to the end of the tracks, and you're also racing against the best time or like an AI or something like that. So you've got an opponent as well as the track is they're hard because you bounce around a lot. But then you'll earn points as you play, and you can upgrade grip, speed, rotation speed, and center of gravity, which will make you a little bit more controllable and stuff like that. So that's a pretty neat game for nothing.
Microtransactions or ads or both?
Both.
Yep.
Yeah, so you'll get ads that you'll have to sit through, or I think they're optional. It'll come up and say, watch this ad for, 400
X amount gold. Yeah.
Gold, yeah. And then some will pop up that you'll have to dismiss. But you've got to expect that with free games.
Oh, yeah, no.
I
play a lot of free games.
I don't mind that stuff if the game's good. It's not bad. I do like it if there's an option to pay for the game to get rid of all that shit.
Yeah, $1.49 for a premium version or something, or just ad free.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often because they generally would make more from ads, but I don't know, whatever. But that's a cool game. MMX Hill Climb. Is that what I said it was called?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
MXX.
Yeah.
MMX Hill Climb. Grab that. I think it's on Android. I don't have any Android devices anymore, so I can't check that. But it's definitely on iOS. Check it for yourself.
Stand by. I can tell you in a jiffy if you like.
All right. A jiffy is a unit of time. That is,
Yeah.
I think, been expired already for a couple of times.
MMX. Hill Climb. Yes, red logo.
Yep. Red with...
Touch games, 4.6.
That's the one.
There it is.
Grab it. It's a good game. It's a good poo game. All right. Thanks everyone for listening, and that's the end of the show. Appreciate everything that everyone ever does for. Thanks for all those 5,000 likes. And that's it. I've been LewkOne.
And I've been Red.
This week's show has sadly come to an end. Be sure to search for Aussie Gamers Express on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, iTunes, Stitcher, Intune Radio, and just about every other social network known to man. If you have any snail mail you want to send us, shoot it over to PO Box 130, Cranebrook, New South Wales 2749, or just email us at info@aussiegamersexpress.com. Catch you all next time on the Aussie Gamers Express Video Game Podcast.